Good afternoon, everybody. It's good to see everyone, some familiar faces. From one good zinc project to another good zinc project in Peru, Ayahuilca. It's a true grassroots discovery, and we take a lot of pride in that. This was a silver project. Tinka's been around since about 2000. A number of you would be familiar with the name, and we've converted from a silver explorer to a significant zinc explorer with the discovery of Ayahuilca. Ayahuilca now has 42 million tonnes at around 7% zinc equivalent. 90% of the value is in the zinc. It's all sulfide, and it's in a world-class mining belt with real elephant country. And I want to show you some details here in this presentation. Why is zinc so sexy? We never thought it would be sexy, but it certainly is at the moment. It's the commodity to be in. Zinc's on the rise, has been since 2016, and it's because of fundamentally supplies have been dropping. There's mines that have been closing around the world. There's been shutdowns in China because of environmental concerns. Glencore and others are not bringing new supply to the market, and there was a big deficit last year in zinc supply, and we believe zinc's going to continue to be a commodity of choice for quite some time. Our market cap is currently around the 120 mark. We've had a good year last year. This is a 12-month price chart built on drill success, and we continue to be drilling this year with the aim of increasing our resource. Where are we located? I mentioned elephant country. Here we are in central Peru. Peru is one of the greatest mining countries in the world. It's the second largest zinc mining country in the world, and we're right in the thick of it there in central Peru, in the Andes of just north of Lima. It's about 8 hours drive. This is an interesting graph because it shows just that the large number of active mines in this belt. There's extremely good access. We've got power, we've got water. There's a public road that goes right through the property. We're about 150 kilometres from the coast, and 8 hours drive from the port at Lima. We're 40 kilometres from Nexa's large Atacocha mine in central Peru. We're 20 kilometres from Buenaventura, and the who's who of zinc miners are mining in Peru. We've got 150 square kilometres. We own the project 100%. It was staked by Tinka in 2006, 2007. There's 3 different resources on the property. It started off as a silver resource, the Coquipukro silver resource. Zinc was discovered 2 kilometres south of that once we started exploring back in 2013. So here are the 3 different resources. There's zinc, 42 million tonnes. There's a tin resource as well, which underlies, physically separated from the zinc resource, around 10 million tonnes at 0.7% tin equivalent. And I've already mentioned the silver resource. So just for this is where the silver sits. The footprint of the tin resource is shown in blue. Just for scale, that's 1 kilometre. So we've got couple of kilometres in this orientation, and we're currently drilling up here in an area we call Zone 3. The mineralisation is wide open still to the north, to the east, and we believe we're going to add a lot more tonnes to our resource. I'll just flick through here. We've got this is what our mineralisation looks like. We get chimneys of mineralisation up to 200 metres thick, 150 metres thick, and in some places up to 200 metres thick, and they blow out into flatter manto-style mineralisation. So again, we're looking at about 1 kilometre across here, and we're currently drilling out over here in the area that we call Zone 3. The other thing that's interesting about this diagram is basically on the left-hand side here is an anticlinal fold. And on this side, we've got a synclinal fold. So we're targeting these fold structures as trap sites for the zinc mineralisation. And the mineralisation sits within this blue unit, which is a limestone. And the limestone has sucked up the zinc fluids as they've come in. And the reason why this project wasn't known about before is there's this sandstone cap, which acted as as the lid on the pressure cooker, so to speak, and kept the zinc mineralisation down and covered. So it's as I mentioned, it's a brand new project in the last 3 or 4 years, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And this is also an important diagram because the red shows magnetics, and there's a very strong correlation between zinc mineralisation and magnetic minerals. And as you can see, the red blob, which has a very good correlation between the zinc resource and the positive magnetics. Lo and behold, over here at Zone 3, we've only got one drill hole. We're currently drilling a hole just in this part here, testing this magnetic anomaly up here. There are a number of other targets that we're going to be drilling this year. We're currently drilling with 1 rig, and that's shortly to be moving to 2 rigs by middle of March, and by April we'll have 3 rigs turning. So lots and lots of news flow. We work closely with the communities in central Peru. We've been working with these communities now for 10 years. We have excellent relationships. One of our shareholders is the IFC, the World Bank, and they've helped us with our social licences and just making sure we do certain things in the correct way. We want this project to be not only a win for our shareholders, but also for our Peruvian neighbours too. So it's very important for us to have good relationships, and we do, and working closely with the communities. So just in terms of the program going forward this year, we've got, we haven't actually stopped drilling since we started 12 months ago, just before the PDAC last year. We've got 15,000 metres planned this year. It was all going to be step-out drilling. We're also working on our metallurgical test work. It's all sulphide. It looks to be. We don't believe there's going to be any concerns with the metallurgy. We expect to put the metallurgical results out sometime in the next 2 to 3 months, and the PEA will follow that, aiming for a resource upgrade and a PEA in the second half of this year. That's the summary. It's taken me 6.5 minutes, but I know everyone wants to go and have a drink, but it's a pretty simple story. This is a very exciting zinc project and a mining belt in central Peru. We believe this is going to be a mine sometime in the not too distant future. We at Tinka are here in a zinc bull market to make this the most exciting project going around. So if there's any questions at all, please come and see me at the PDAC tomorrow, or at the booth if there's time later on. We also have a core shack. We'll be in the core shack at the PDAC on Sunday and Monday. So please come and have a look at some of our cores. And if there's any questions, I'll be more than happy to take them at the end of the show. So thanks very much, Joe, and to the audience. Thank you very much.